please, if you're a young person and you're very sure you're not ready to get married, please take your time, find a purpose for your life before jumping into the stuff. I wish I had known. I would never have gotten married. I wish I had known before getting married. I would have found something doing, like something serious doing, have a purpose for my life before jumping into this marriage. Do men really hate to see their wives succeed? Why do women say, I wish I had something doing before getting married, I was just deceived? Why do women say, oh, I don't think I would want to get married until I find a purpose for my life, until I find something doing? Why do women say, my husband doesn't even care about me because he feels I have enough money, he doesn't care about my needs? Well, if this is the kind of topic you would want to find the answers to, then I think you might just want to hang in there and watch to the end of this video. Hey guys, my name is Nnedimma Aryma, a Nigerian YouTuber, as you all know, and I know I have a lot of new friends and subscribers to my channel. Hey guys, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, please do not forget to click on the subscribe button, hit on the bell notification so you get notified when I upload new videos like this. As for now, let's dive into today's topic. Well, if you're seeing this right now, it means all the questions I asked in the first part of this video were questions you've been eager to find the answers to. Don't worry, I'm going to be tackling a lot of these questions, and I hope they're kind of helpful to you to like answer a lot of your questions. Why do women say they don't want to get married until they have a purpose for their life? And yeah, why do they say those kind of things? I mean, we've all had our fair share of experience, right? And we've learned from people's mistakes, and we've also learned from either friends or families, their encounters, right? It might not be a mistake for them, but it might just be something they've actually lived to talk about, and in the end they had the last laugh, right? Well, in the past there was this archaic or myopic mindset that a married woman's duty is just to give birth to children, nurture the children, and take care of the children, take care of the house, cook food, and all of those kind of stuff. Now I think our generations are now well informed, because in the past we see our mothers so limited to a lot of things, like they automatically become liabilities instead of assets. We saw how most of our parents were actually maltreated because they had no say, they had no stand for themselves. Like most of these women are abused and made to believe that you don't have anything outside me, your husband. They're made to believe that they have to tolerate all of those abuses, that if you don't tolerate it, you'll be back in your father's house. And even when you go back to your father's house, your father might literally not receive you, because I mean, you're obviously married and you should be able to withstand every form of trauma that the husband is giving to you. I mean, you're married, you should be able to take care of your house even if you're dying, right? So because the woman doesn't have anything for themselves or anything attached to their names, they actually just sit back there and withstand and tolerate all the abuses, beating, maltreatment, stuff like that, because they have no purpose for their life. Their purpose and their goal from when they get married to when they eventually die is just to bring the children into the world, nurture them, and that's it. They don't have any part of being productive aside their immediate family. And those of them that actually summon the courage to leave the husband because they can no longer withstand the maltreatment, they have to start from scratch, from scratch again, to start building themselves, because they left their husband's house without any form of support or anything attached to their name. Passing through all of those traumas, they're like, no, I don't want to be like my mother, I don't want to be in such situations, I don't want to be someone like this. So they made it upon themselves to strive to become something in the future whereby they won't be looked down on as a liability, they won't be looked down or mistreated like the way their mothers were. Some of them are just go-getters. They feel like they cannot be limited to certain things in life, setting a particular level in life. They just want to acquire and become more of an asset than a liability wherever they find themselves. On the other hand, some of these ladies, they just want to get into their homes as a support to their husband. When like the husband is doing a lot of things, and yeah, they need the husband to feel like he has a support, not just someone who's gonna like lay on him for every single thing. Like when life challenges hit, so they might actually be there to support the husband and see him through till he's back on his feet again. I feel like that is another reason why a lot of us want to become an asset, want to have a purpose for our life, want to have something doing, so that these certain situations that may arise will not lead to the total downfall of the family. Another reason is because we're trying to break a lot of bias. We just celebrated the 2022 International Women's Day with the theme breaking all bias, right? A lot of women just want to break the bias. They want to prove that not only men can do certain kind of works, not only men can be found in certain positions, not only men can acquire certain educations. They want to break those kind of barriers. They want to prove that they are also equal to the task. They can be nurturers and also be what they want to be, while they still perform their duties as a mother or as a wife or as a daughter, all of those good stuff. So that is another reason why a lot of girls these generations want to have something doing before they get married. That's why they put it to be that I don't ever want to get married until I have a purpose for my life. So those kind of things, it doesn't stop them from doing this kind of things when they're in their marriages. But let's get to the next question, so you see why a lot of them want to get something doing before they get married. So guys, the next question on my list is, why do some married women that are not working or have anything doing say, I was deceived, I wish I had something doing before getting married? Now quote me right if I'm wrong. Not a lot of them were actually deceived. Not a lot of these young married women were actually deceived. My reasons for saying this is because a lot of young ladies are ignorant without trying to know what this marriage institute of a thing is all about. They are not emotionally, psychologically, financially, or even physically ready to even be married. Now, some of these women get married because of the following reasons: peer pressure. That is, they are actually just pressured by seeing their fellow friends, their fellow mates getting married, so they're like, oh, I need to get married tomorrow, without having any single understanding of what they are getting themselves into. As a person, you need to have your ground and your stand at certain things, and not being pushed to the wall or pushed to certain points whereby you do a lot of things as a result of what people are saying. But a lot of these women get married because of their family pressures. A lot of them, as a result of lack of finance, they just feel so ignorant that they cannot actually get a lot of finance for themselves, so they get married because of that. Some ladies are just so lazy to the extent that they need someone to foot all their bills. They don't want to do any form of work. They just want to be relaxing and be taken care of. Some of them do pay deaf ears and blind eyes to a lot of the red flags they see even while they were in a relationship. Well, some of them are deceived or sweet talked into believing that the husband to be will tell them, when you get married, I'm gonna start up this business for you, I'm gonna do this for you. They promise them heaven on earth before the marriage, and when they get married, they're obviously just surprised at a lot of things that is happening. I have a lot of friends, not like personal friends, but I might have heard from people or eavesdrop on certain conversation. Don't mind me though, when people say, please, if you're a young person and you're very sure you're not ready to get married, please take your time, find a purpose for your life before jumping into the stuff. I wish I had known. I would never have gotten married. I wish I had known before getting married. I would have found something doing, like something serious doing, have a purpose for my life before jumping into this marriage. Now I'm married, they don't even listen to me. Now I'm married, it's only about taking care of my children, getting pregnant again, cooking food, going to the market, doing the same thing over and over again. And even when I bring up suggestions to my husband and say, you promised to start up a business for me before we got married, and now I'm ready to start up the business, he brings up a lot of crazy excuses to make me sit at home just staying as a regular housewife. A lot of them say, all my dreams are shattered, all of my dreams, all of my visions, all of the stuff I went to school for. And most of these girls are people that did excellently well in school. They had a dream, but just because they met these people, they totally just killed all their dreams. On the other hand, still on this same topic, not all the girls that got married are actually ignorant. Some of them feel like they are running out of time, that age is no longer on their side, and they're already getting advanced to a certain point that they might not be accepted for by any other person to get them married. So they just like, what's the point, let them just get married, and when they get married they continue with the hustle from the marriage, like when they're in the marriage. But while in the marriage, they kind of like realize that their peace of mind should be their number one priority over anything. That even as they're in the marriage, they don't even have peace of mind. They tend to realize that while they were single, even with the age climbing or increasing year by year, they still find much more peace and satisfaction while they were single than while they were being married. While on the other hand, most of them are not just ignorant, but they are being pushed into getting married. Like I made mention of family pressure in the first place. A lot of the families are just so greedy and so money conscious that they would rather their own happiness than the happiness of their daughters. Most of them push their daughters into early marriages because they feel like, okay, this person is going to be capable of taking care of our family's needs. The parents that are not really capable of taking care of their daughter's education will be like, he's going to foot your education bills, he's going to take care of your school fees, he's going to take care of your feeding. And as a result, the girl being so happy that somebody is going to sponsor her in school, when on graduating from school, or even before she graduates from school, they're already telling her that this is your husband and we accepted him to be your husband on the condition that he was going to take you to school. And this is the girl not having any single thing to do to stand for herself, because obviously her parents are already in support and the guy is already doing a lot of things for her. And when she eventually gets married, she's more like in a cage than being in a marriage, because the husband has the say for everything she does. No, you cannot go out. No, have you made my food today? Why are you outside here? I'm going to take care of the children. She becomes a total liability and more like not respected in her home, because there is no respect from a man who feels like, not all men, quote me, not all men, I'm just saying some men, and I feel like, I think most of these men know themselves. Yeah, but not all men, guys. Some men just feel like, I take care of all your family bills, so you have no point or no right to question me, because I mean, I'm taking care of your family, I'm taking care of you, I'm giving you a reason to survive, I'm giving you a reason to live, so you don't have any right to question me. So let me do whatever I want to do. I can come back home late. Some of them were not well informed by their parents due to the high level of illiteracy in the past. They are actually just raised knowing that your duty as a wife is to give birth to children, your duty as a wife is to make foods for your husband and make him happy. Yes, so those are some of the reasons why people get married, and when they're already in the marriage, they find out that this is not the kind of life I need, this is not the kind of life I want, I wish I had gotten, So a lot of these are just the reasons. So the next one on my list is, why do working class married women, or a woman who has a business to herself, still complain that the husband doesn't care about their needs? Right. So from my own collections, right, I finally found out this to be that why some women are lucky to end up with like amazing men that support them financially even while they have something doing. Not a lot of other women are so lucky enough to end up with those kind of men. Some men are just so jealous. They cannot stand the success of their wives. I mean, not all men though. Some men cannot just stand the success of their wife. They are so scared that the zeal to succeed in their wives are just too much than theirs, that they feel like, okay, this woman is doing something, she has a business doing, right, and she's still asking me for financial support just to grow her business. Obviously the woman might have just started the business and she's still asking for financial support, which is normal. I mean, as a man, you should be ready to support, be a provider and support your wife. Quite all right. There's no big deal about that. But there are some men that they don't just want the success of their wife. When they feel that this woman has the zeal to even want to work even while married to me, because there are a lot of women that they don't even want to hear, if you like, be married to me, right? If you like, be married to me, I'm still going to pursue that my dream. And because you're not being quite obedient to what he's saying, which of course is trash, right? I mean, you can't just lock a woman against her will because she decides to stick to you in marriage. Doesn't mean she's going to give up all her dreams. Now, because she started something for herself, you feel like, oh, she's going to pursue her dream and become something great. And because you cannot stand the fact that she wants to pursue her dream and become something great, instead of you to be happy for her, you feel like you can no longer assist her. She should do whatever she wants to do. You're too scared that she will grow to a certain point that you will not be able to talk to her. So thus they try to kill your shine and your luck, every form of thing that will make them feel like the man. But that's just being insecure. But a man who isn't really insecure will watch the wife grow from height to height. Some of them would actually just want to take care of people from the outside. You know, when they say charity begins at home, that stuff is really true. Not a lot of men know about that. They don't really care about the needs of their immediate family. Even if their wife is going through a lot of challenges, fine, the wife might be doing something, right? But there's still a lot of things that she might need a financial support from the husband. But some men are just so ignorant. They just want to be praised. They would just want to be known by the outside world that they are givers. But when they come back to their house, the hands which they extend to outsiders to give to them becomes a problem. Their hands become so tight, akagum, that they can no longer give to their immediate family. It becomes a problem that when the family members are asking for those financial support, it becomes a problem. They complain that business is not going well, this is happening, I have a lot of challenges with my business. But when they go out there seeing their peers, their people, like people that they feel like this person is going to praise me, tell the other person that I did this for the person, they are very, 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 very quick to give to them. And when they come back into the house, they tend to transfer their aggressions that they are giving to those outsiders upon their immediate family. Like, I mean, you did not give me the money, so why are you transferring aggressions on me? Why are you trying to make me feel that, okay, the fact that you're giving people your money, your business is not going well, so when I ask for something, it's not a problem, you can no longer give to me because obviously you already spent all your money outside. So those kind of things happens. There's always two sides of the coin, right? So the same goes for human beings. There's two sides of men and there's also two sides of women, because we women, we also have our own crazy ass parts, right? So I'm not saying that the men, or it's only the men that plays the bad parts in every relationship or in every home. I'm just talking about why women make all of these conclusions and all of these statements before they get married or after they are married. There are some amazing men out there. There's this real life story, right, when the woman was like being given the money for the housekeep and the money for her personal needs, right? She actually saved up her personal needs money to a certain point that she bought a land, started the foundation of the house to a certain point where she ran out of funds, and she was like, she met the husband, was like, I have a surprise to show you, right? So she took the husband to the land where she's building the house, obviously the land she bought, and she's laid the foundation and started building the house. The husband was so surprised because he's like, you mean all the money I've been giving to you for your monthly upkeep, you've been saving it to start up this? Actually a surprise to the husband. The husband was so proud that he topped the money he gives to her for upkeep, because he feels like this is a woman with vision. Even though she had something doing, he still provides for her, and she's saving those finances just to ensure that, yeah, they have something to their name, they have an asset attached to the family name. Now they've moved on to the family house where, I mean, they've moved from the rented apartment they once lived in to their own house, because I mean, this was the step the woman took. And she did not just take this step alone, she took this step because she had a supportive husband that did not care to look at the fact that she's working, but he was still quite supportive to her, knowing that this is my responsibility as a husband, this is my duty, I need to do all of this. I mean, these are the kind of things. It only takes the grace of God for everyone, both men and women, because trust me, just as there are some crazy ass men, there's still some crazy ass women out there that will not even do anything with the money, even if they are in the position of this woman, right? So it only takes the grace of God to find those kind of people that's going to come into your life and want to build with you for real. Those kind of people that's going to come into your life and change your life for the better, change your life for anything positive. It only takes the grace of God. Just like we all live our normal days on earth saying, God win, God win, I think we all should cultivate the habit of praying for our future partners, that God should always direct us in the right ways to go, and he should bring those people that are best for us our ways, so we don't end up falling into such cases and end up making such decisions, having regrets in our home. In the end, I hope we all learned a thing or two from the answers. to my questions. If you really enjoyed this video, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, and hit on the bell notification so you get notified when I upload videos like this. As for now, guys, bye.